what is the Indian education system, the e-learning, whatever we are doing now, how to choose your major. That tomorrow, suppose if you are completing your 10th standard and moving to the next level, how to choose your subject. There are the extra and the co-curricular activities. In addition, in that there may be the internships, competitions, volunteering, summer camps, and community services. Maybe I can conclude my presentation with the final thoughts. So the present, the Indian system is that one actually it is a traditional classroom based, where it is a teacher centered. Students rely on the instructors for instructions and information. Classroom learning stresses on basic academic practices and mastery of core subjects, including math, science, social studies, together with the reading and writing. So most of the public schools at all academic levels, they embraces the old method of instruction. You all are maybe lucky. The most of the students, they are lucky that they are having computers, they are having the mobiles, they can see that the internet, and they can also see that what's happening the other side of the world. So we used to see the world is the globe, round, but it is flattened now. You can see anywhere, anytime in this world. So when we studied, we didn't have these opportunities. When we studied in the village, a small village, we didn't have even the school, building, no building. We used to sit underneath the tree. The master used to come around 8:30. We used to go and occupy a small space and then start writing in a sand with your finger. Up to third standard, it was the situation. The latter, maybe the village panchayat, they are kind enough to give the small slates for all students. There were nearly 60 students in the school. So we say that is a school, right from the first standard to fifth standard, 60 students. The sixth standard onwards, when we went to the high school, we had a totally different type of environment, where we had to write with a pen and notebooks. The first day, when English teacher came to the class, he asked whether all people are aware of the basic English alphabets. 4 of us, whatever we went from our school, we raised our hands because we didn't know the ABCDs when we went to the 6th standard. The teacher, he was very kind enough, and he used to teach us that between the 2 sessions, the morning and afternoon sessions, that's called lunch break. 12 to 1 o'clock is the lunch break. This is approximately 3.5 kilometers away from our village. We used to rush back to the village, take the lunch and go back during that time. Because this gentleman started teaching us, we used to forgo that lunch also. After weekdays, he understood that we all are not having the lunch. He actually used to ask his wife to prepare the food and then serve to us. A great man, I can still remember. So now, the Indian traditions classrooms, whatever we have, the blackboard, chalk, duster, the teacher is coming and teaching. The same thing is continuing now also. This means approximately the 50 years back, whatever I have studied, 55 years back. Now also the same thing is continuing. There are advantages, there are disadvantages. When the technology is moving forward, we also move forward. We also should learn some of the skills, techniques, understand that what is the technology, how it is moving. So the system having actually some of the benefits. We always say that other system is having benefits, but there are benefits and also you have some of the challenges. So the benefits is a comfort in familiar environment. So when we are going regularly, you can see that you have everybody, your friends, the same school, same classroom, same teacher. So many students went to free school classes that offered a structured environment, sitting with classmates, listening to a teacher, completing a task, and writing tests, and also other activities like playing in the campus and doing all the things. So a reading schedule is a traditional classmate. Is it okay, madam?
Okay, sir. Now it's okay, sir.
Actually, I changed my camera position. I thought it will
Yeah.
be.
Sorry for the inconvenience because children usually look at the fins when they listen.
No problem, madam. The interactive is much better because if you don't see, if you don't hear that one, it's a waste, no?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for commenting. పిల్లలకి అందరికి కనిపిస్తుందా?
Yeah, we disabled their mic, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay. No, what I thought maybe the one of the students they can respond back saying that whether they are hearing.
They can use a chat box. They can use a chat box. At the end, we will enable the mic, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
The reading schedule is the most of the things the class teacher will control all the things. The traditional classroom setting offers students a set schedule that helps in the simpler, efficient management of time by integrating coursework into the daily routine. So we used to have the morning times, most of the languages, Telugu, English, maybe social studies. The afternoon we used to have the mathematics. The first hour is the mathematics. That's actually the best time, that one where we can learn mathematics. Hands-on learning experience. The physical classroom provides more methods for a teacher to interact with students than online classes. In online classes, see, now I am sitting in Bangalore. You are somewhere in Andhra Pradesh. It's very maybe 600 to 700 kilometers away. But if you are seeing the face-to-face and very close to that one, the teacher will observe the students, and the students also will see the teacher. The closer contact between students and the teacher helps them to understand the curriculum better and retain the materials for a long time. So you can see that so sometimes the teacher will tell some of the tips, maybe showing the hands, the dramatizing the things, and action. He'll help you that one to remember some of the things. I can still remember my Telugu teacher, whenever he used to sing songs, he used to maybe dramatize the total. Students can ask questions and talk to the instructor uninterruptedly. You can see that when the teacher or maybe somebody is talking to you face to face, you can have an advantage to ask the questions at any time, uninterruptedly, so nobody can interrupt you. The instructor can have an eye on the students and can act accordingly. So it depends upon the students, the mood or maybe their interest, and you can easily gauge that one whether they are really listening to you or not, whether they are maybe noting down the things or not. The students can discuss and interact a lot of things with the fellow students too. So that means if you have the friends, that one, if you are unable to understand something, so some students, they will have the shyness, they can't understand, they can't talk, they can't raise their voice, but they can talk to their friends. The students can also avail of the benefits of different facilities that are offered to them in the school or college campus. So the students will have maybe the cafeteria, canteen if they have, or maybe the playground where they can go and play. So the many things, it's a library, laboratory, whatever the facilities they have, that where they can go there and spend time and get the benefit of these things. There are limitations of this, particularly the Indian tradition of teaching. Okay, students need to travel to the schools. That's not a problem because the traveling to the school is, if it is nearby, it's very good. Now recently I saw that I had been to my village and I saw that some of the students, they go by the van to the nearest town for studying their English medium schools. they take very close to 1.5 hours to travel. So many students actually they sleep in the van itself. I asked them that why you want to send to the small kids to the nearby town. They said we want to get the English medium school training. Of course, they have to pay money also for that. There are several times when attendance becomes a trouble for the students. Attendance means when somebody is traveling on their own, maybe when there is a rain, when there is a problem, when the bus is missing, that one, sometimes you may not reach the school properly. I used to study my graduation in Kadapa town, a small, from village to the Kadapa, it is 18 kilometers away. We used to get very limited buses. I used to go by bicycle. Sometimes there will be a rain in between, and you can drench inside the rain. And when you go to the school, college with the maybe wet clothes, the professor used to ask me to sit one corner bench and then do. Sometimes I may miss one class, so the attendance is missing. Many shy students are not able to ask questions in front of the class. I think this is the one of the biggest problem. Whenever we go on and attend the class, many students, they have the fear. They don't know why they don't ask questions. The question is supposed to be asked if you have a doubt, if you are unable to understand. If you don't ask, the question will be the question only. It never been clarified. It is compulsory to buy textbooks and other classroom materials. You can see that there are many textbooks, many classroom materials. Often the students need to sit through the sessions that cover the topic that they are already aware of. Some students they learn, sometimes some students they will come like that. But the sitting morning to evening in the classroom, sometimes I feel that it is too much for the students to sit. When somebody is supposed to absorb the knowledge, needs some break sometimes. But we also give after 3-4 hours the break. There should be some change, either teaching way or maybe the learning way. Incense to school personnel. So most of the things that when the school, maybe school personnel means the management, the principal, the faculty, and also maybe the additional staffs. Lack of involvement in and control of educational matters. Many people actually, the administration, the teaching is teaching. So they both separate like that. అంటే రెండు separate చేసి చూస్తారు. Difficulties of students in higher education. So when they are going this type of the training, and they will have a problem, the latter part. One more problem is the most of the examinations conducted at the session end is the yardstick given for assessing the candidate capability. So the students, the capability is measured by the session ending exams, but it is supposed to be changed. You should have taken in the various aspects into the consideration, and finally they should be assessed and given the certificate. The no importance for extracurricular activities, more important on session ending examination marks only. So the extracurricular activities, the many schools, they don't have the facility. They don't have the even the playgrounds to play the students. If you have anything, please write down, maybe put at the chart, that maybe I will see them. అర్థమవుతుందా మీకు? పిల్లలకి అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yeah, sir. You are using very simple language. I think they do understand.
అంటే అర్థమవుతుందా లేదో అని చెప్పేసి అడుగుతున్నాను.
Yeah, అర్థమవుతుంది.
You can see the learning. We used to have the teacher the students. The student used to teach, and she used to take care of everything. Now you are lucky enough to see the outside world, what is happening, and somebody sitting in US may teach you. Previously, we used to have the globe. Suppose if you want to find out something, a place, you have to take the globe, rotate it, and see that which continent it is, where it is. And now putting into your Google map, you can see everything, maybe within fraction of time. In the class, that one we used to have the desks, and also we used to sit, and then the teacher used to take care of the school. And now it is like a conference. You can sit all around. The teacher will play more on the center. So they can maybe just monitor the things, and you can do all the actions. And when we used to read, we used to write in the notebooks. All. Sometimes pencil, sometimes pen, we used to write. But now everything is put it on the screen, and you can use your hand, that one, to place wherever you want. The watching, we used to see the TV, all people together. So the majority times that what happens, the monthly ones or maybe the quarterly ones, they used to screen the cinemas in the school, some of the educational cinemas. So now you have your mobile or maybe the small TV in your hand, that one you can see everything. When we want to listen the music, we used to see either radio or maybe the 2-in-1. So the tape recorder and also the radio. Now you have the iPods, you have many electronic gadgets. You can keep in your hand and then see the things. The advantage of the present education system, it is very convenient. So what you do is you have the information, everything with you. Whenever you want, you can play back and see that. Whereas in the classroom, that one you have to listen to the teacher only. Once the teacher goes, that one over. So you can't do anything. That's the advantage we have. It is unaffordable because now the technology is changing very rapidly and it is available for everybody. And it is affordable. So anyone can do that. Allow students to learn at their own pace. So there is no compulsion that you have to study only 1 hour. So you can study 2 hours, 3 hours, evening, night, whenever you want, whatever time you want. So fun and easy because the most of the things are put on the computer and you have the advantage of playing and you can also learn faster. If you want to interact that one, you can use some of the social medias or maybe the chat box where you can type the questions or maybe you can interact with the voice or you can maybe talk to the video. So this is still holding. Do we learn? How much do we remember? By verbal, the hearing words, reading 10%, hearing words that you will have around 20%. Then the visual learning, where you have the visual things where you see. The view the pictures 30%, match moving pictures that one 40%, the demonstration will be another 50%. If you do yourself, so then you have to teach the activity. So if you are having something that you will learn, if you can teach yourself to your friends, maybe in the class when you go to the dais and speak to your friends. So this will give you very close to 70% of the understanding. And if you simulate the activity, so some of the things you can simulate. Now, lot of the Java applets are available to teach. So maybe I can say my kids, I have 2 kids, son and daughter. I used to teach them physics in the house, but sometimes they will have some questions. So when there is something, the dynamics, when I want to teach them, there is a speed, there is a velocity. Both are having the same units, the meters per second or maybe the kilometers per hour. My daughter used to ask, when both are having the same units, why they are different? One is a scalar, another one is a vector. A vector is you will require a direction, a magnitude and direction. A scalar is only magnitude. So why only? The speed is the scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. You have to specify the direction, which direction it is moving. So these things, if you can demonstrate using some of the Java plates, it helps the students and also remember very well. Similarly, the collisions, elastic collisions and inelastic collisions, how the momentum is transferred in the collision. So what is the momentum? How it comes? So the mass into velocity, the product of that what gives the momentum, and when the momentum is when somebody is colliding, they are giving the energy to the other one. So this is the way one can teach, and where the students they never forget. Now because of the COVID, so we are forced to maybe use some of the online learning platforms. Whether these online learning platforms will work for longer time and stay for longer time, and whether they are beneficial, partially I can say they are good. Maybe for our Indian system, you still need that one, the teacher and the students to work together in the classroom. So here, the online things you have convenience. Most of the things that what you can do is you have the information available. You can keep it in the maybe storage whenever you want. You can play back and use it. And study with the experts around the world. The advantage of the learning system is that you can maybe bring anywhere any expert, not only in India, maybe abroad also, to teach maybe a specialized subject or specialized topic specifically. It is a cost effective because now it is cheaper. The data is available. Everybody having a mobile, they all can see. And yesterday I have seen that one from my village, all grandsons, my second brother, my first brother, my third brother, all people, they are sitting together in the rooftop, and then everybody is watching an individual mobile. I asked them, why are you seeing only individual mobiles? They say that different classes having a different the online classes. Everybody is sitting in a common and then watching that. Accessible. This is easy to access. If you want to search some information, maybe the Google is the best source. I can say that it's an ocean. You have plenty of things that where you can search. Study groups. You can form study groups. And your own classmate, maybe different schools, maybe the different area, all can maybe together form a group and have maybe a discussion. That gives maybe a lot of advantage for the students to understand how to do in group. Stay updated. So update means any technology, any changes, any modifications, maybe the fraction of minutes it will be available to you online. So you always stay updated. It saves time. So the majority times that when you write on the blackboard, most of the teachers, they take some time to write on the blackboard. Writing on the blackboard, you have advantage, you have disadvantage also. So once you write on the blackboard, all students, they take the note. That means you are listening, you are writing. So you have advantage. But online platform, what it does is this PowerPoint presentation, you can snap. You can take out maybe one by one. See that how it is doing. So whatever you are doing on Blackboard can be simulated on the screen the fraction of time. Size of the class. We used to have maybe 40 students in the class when I studied, maybe now it may be 60 students. But any number of students can attend now online. It need not be that only the 40, 60 students. It is maybe 200, 300, 500, 600 students also they can participate. The pace of learning. So the majority of times what happens that when the learning process, really it's a question mark. The many people they say that you can learn much better in the online. I don't agree, because online, when the students are attending, we have to see their level also, their understanding. So the teacher who is teaching in the class will have the maybe more understanding comparatively the somebody is doing the things. Self-testing. Self-testing is online testing. A multiple choice or writing, that one you can do. So it will be evaluated online itself, and you will get the marks, or you will get your assessment easily. You can see that the same similar one, but I have put the different way. So the teacher, the better teacher-student relationships, workload reduction, flexibility being a point of rest. Workload reduction is they need not prepare the presentation materials every time. Once they prepare, they can try to maybe the modify and add some of the things. If they want to remove some of the obsolete things, they can remove also. The school children choosing the future career with easy, education for every child, gamification, motivation. So this way you can do much better. What we have done is we have given them maybe few televisions to some of the poor schools where they can do that. And we also provided the network connectivity so that they can have the advantage every weekend that somebody can teach, sitting somewhere here, maybe visiting every quarterly or maybe the half-yearly to the school to see the performance. This is only to give them maybe how to read, how to study, maybe some of the advanced technologies we can teach. So the company will have some of the startups, they can start maybe developing some of the things to provide the facilities. So the enterprises, those who are marketing, they can do that. So these employees, there are a large number of people, they depend on this one. The students up-to-date content, the career advancement, personalized learning experience. The student can have maybe the updated content. If somebody is reading something, they can do that. How to study effectively? So the many students, they have the problem how to study. You get organized, you plan your studies, how many hours that you want to read in a day. So when you are spending your time in the school and when you are coming back to the home, how much time that one you can spend and how you have to read. So when you are organized, you organize such that maybe you read each subject maybe half an hour to 45 minutes and take small breaks and do it. That will be the better. Always pay attention. When you are reading or when you are listening to the teacher, whatever they are teaching, pay attention what they are teaching. So the majority of the things that they teach is useful for you to build, not only now. These all are the foundation that one you can make for the future also. Stay clear of distractions. Don't think, maybe sitting in the class and thinking your house or thinking maybe something will not help you that one to get the attention. Divide the topic into the small parts. So when you are studying the something that one, you make it the total, the subject into the small parts. And small part is easy to finish it, easy to remember, easy to recollect also. Always make notes by hand. So when you are reading that one, keep a notebook and with your pen or pencil that one start noting down. Some of the important points when you note down, when you look at the important points, you should recollect the total whatever you have studied. That is called maybe the learning process. Always don't multitask. So when you are doing that one, don't watch the movie, don't watch the mobile or maybe do other things. Concentrate on one particular single topic so that you can have the more concentration. Make sure that you note or complete. So whatever you are noting that one, you should have a clear understanding that one by seeing this note that you should remember, recollect and rephrase it and maybe put it So what you can do is you can do maybe weekly once the revision process. Once you read the thing, you should collect, because you don't require much time, because you have already read, you already noted, you know some of the points. Seeing that points, that one you can take care of everything. Make a study planner. So you make a plan how to do it and which subject you have to do, what way you have to do. The same thing, do not hesitate to ask questions. Whenever you have questions, please note down the things. Come back and ask the teacher. If it is not possible in the class, that one, go to her, maybe her own room, and then ask that I need this. Review notes from class every evening. So once you have in the class that one, you write down something. When you come back and maybe they review all these things and see that if there are any gaps, that one, if somebody having the gaps, that one, you can talk to your friends and then fill it. Designate a study area. So you require maybe something, a good area without disturbance, without distractions, peacefully, that you should sit and read it. You can take breaks. Sometimes you take a break, go around, maybe possible, have maybe a glass of water, come back and sit once again. When you, whatever you have learned, if you feel that there is something content that where you can share with your friends, go back to the class and teach the students. Maybe 10-15 minutes, whatever the good point that you want to teach, you teach it. By doing that one, you can learn much better way. And when you get some questions from your own friends, that one, you will have the something that where you can bridge the things. Always study smart, not hard. Study smart is planning your time, making all the subjects into the systematic planning, reading, finishing the timeline. Whatever the timeline you fix, that one, better to finish it within that time. Don't postpone any activity. So you make it that your calendar is very clear. So many students having actually the brilliant ideas. It's called critical thinking skills. So they have the problem solving skills. They have the creativity. They analyze the problems. They also communicate very clearly and open-mindedness. So there are two types. Problem solving, decision making is actually you have creative thinking, you have critical thinking. The creative thinking gives maybe new ideas. The critical thinking is to analyzing, evaluating, reasoning. So the student should have both the creative thinking and also critical thinking. Whenever there is a problem, that one, use your critical thinking capability to solve your problem. Whenever you have something that you want to say, then maybe you do something, a new idea. Maybe the latter part I will discuss that one, why these new ideas will help you to shape your future. Since goal planning is actually you require a smart, sorry. Be specific. What exactly do you want to accomplish? Measurable. How will you know when you meet your goal? How you measure the things you should require them. Attainable. See that whatever the time you are setting, that one you should attain it. The relevant. It is supposed to be relevant for your whatever you are planning. The timeline. Timeline is very important. You should have a time sense. That today, if you want to do something, you do it. If you want to set something, you set it. So suppose this year is this much, next year this much, next year this much, maybe the next 5 years that my plan is like this. So the take action, try hard, keep practicing, explore a different way, ask someone advice, suppose if you are in doubt, do your best, learn how others did. Maybe you can watch, see the things, talk to them, build upon your own strengths. So some people may be good in mathematics, some people may be good in science, some people may be good in social sciences. So maybe you see that which strength that you have, Review and fix mistakes. Suppose if you have done something in a problem solving, why this problem has come, where the problem, whether you have not understood properly or you have missed some of the points that one where you have done. Don't give up. So this is more important actually. Anytime if there is a failure, don't worry. Everybody does the mistakes. Everybody does fail. But don't give up. Whatever the goal you have set, that one, try to achieve that. Younger learners who are at the beginning of their life journey are at an opportune time to build their skills in setting goals. You set your goals. Now you all are young, maybe 10 to 15 years age is the time that one where you are having a lot of goals. Set now goal itself. Some students, they say that what goal I have. No, you should set your goal. What you want to be the next 15 years. So this 15 years to the next 15 years. So you finish your graduation by 21 years. Post-graduation maybe another 2 years. If you want to do PhD, maybe another 3-4 years. That means 27 to 28 years. If you take all these things together, you should have a clear vision, clear plan. The skills will benefit them for the rest of their lives, and developing them now will help students design their futures in whatever unique way is personally meaningful to them. So you can see that your goals, whatever you are setting, whatever the efforts you are putting, whatever the understanding that you have, whatever the learning that you can do here, all these things will help you that one the tomorrow to shape your future. Now maybe when you are coming out of the school, then what you want to do, what way. So you are at crossroads. So maybe you can see that in biology or maybe the mathematics and arts, you can say your mom wanted you to doctor. Your dad may be interested, you can join for engineering because the engineering is faster to get into the job. So your brothers, you can say that no, you become the pilot because that was his vision and he wants to see his brother to be pilot. You have the questions, what you want to be. So either science or commerce, which one is best? And which stream should I choose? There are many things. I'm totally confused. Please help. What you can do is, what is your college major and why choosing right one is important? What you can do is, first sit down, write down all the things. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your interests? Why you want to do these things? Yourself. It doesn't require anything. Take a pen or pencil and a paper, write down all the things. Then start maybe talking to the people. So which college that you have to go, how to choose this college, what major, whether it is a biology, whether it is the mathematics stream or maybe commerce, arts, which one you have to take, why you are choosing the particular brand and what you want to do that. So you have to see the maybe total plan. In this process, you can meet maybe some of your counselors, some of your teachers. Maybe when you are going, you can visit to some of the schools or colleges that one where you want to study. And also discuss with the various people. Take your time and choose the right college, the subject to study. Because once you have selected a particular subject, you can't come back. That's the way that you have to move forward for your life, that one in the same area that you have to continue. So you are at crossroad, you have maybe the variety of opportunities, variety of the systems, variety of the courses available, that which course you have to select, the what way. You are the best here that one to decide whether you want to go to the mathematics, you want to go to the biology, you want to go to the commerce, you want to go to the arts, or maybe any other subject. You can pursue anything, whatever you want. But first you should have something, maybe a degree in your hand. Suppose somebody is interested in dance, somebody may be in drama, somebody may be in music, somebody may be in sports. But still, you require to have a basic degree. But basic degree the which area that you want to do, you want to pursue. So to catch that whatever you want to do that, but there are some of the things you can do at school level to get maybe more experience. The one is internships. What are these internships and why you want to do at school level? So we generally talk for the engineering students, postgraduate students, then maybe the doctoral students, internships, and also some of the faculty and also the teachers. You all are having, it's internship not only for the high school students, it's internships are available for the faculty also. If they want to spend maybe 2 or 3 months with any of the good institutions where they can learn the things, they can go and do. Some of the things are paid, some of the things are not paid. So in internships, you should be very clear what you want to do. Make your standout, give you a head start, maybe plans. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th standard students, they can plan what type of internships they can do. They provide real world experience. So what it does is once you do the internship, it provides the real world experience, how it is. Suppose if you want to become maybe a doctor or maybe nursing staff, go to the hospital, support them that one, what to do, how to do it. Many activities, many hospitals, they may be happy to give the students for 2 to 3 months the internships where you can go and you will get the certificate. They may also pay you. And some of the malls, like maybe the management of all the products, assessing everything, seeing everything, need not be that one cash counter. The products, how many products, maybe inventory, see the things, maybe the what type of products, where to arrange, how to arrange. Everything is supposed to be this will give the experience how to do it. And you will get some money also. Instead of spending your time, small time, 3 hours or 4 hours, depends upon the thing. They are available. In India also they are doing the things. Of course, non-governmental organizations, they do the variety of the activities. You can participate in NGO and do it. Maybe going to some of the orphan schools or maybe the village schools where you can teach the somebody who doesn't know the things. And also you can maybe teach for the variety of the things. So they do, the NGOs, they do a lot of things. Women empowerment, electronics gadgets, design, repair and maintenance. Some people are having a good interest in electronics. I could see that when the high school students, they do many things. Recently, I had a phone, the smartphone, and I tried to maybe flash the custom ROM, and it got stuck at the bootloader. I tried some 4 or 5 times, or maybe 3 or 4 days. I could not do anything. My neighbor, who studies 9th standard, he said, "Uncle, I will do that here." I asked him, "How do you know?" I know that how to do it. What he did is, he is having all software. He has done the thing. Within half an hour, came back and given me the phone working condition. So that's the way that students will work. You can also do that job. You learn, you practice, that's your interest, and it's very challenging and also is very interesting also. And you can also do maybe some of the special courses. Many of these IITs and IISc and some of the educational institutes and the good research laboratories also, they allow the high school students to do the special courses, maybe a fortnight or maybe a month time or 1 month, 2 months, depending upon the course. The ISRO also conducts that one, teaching the basic space technology to students. They take every year maybe 40 to 50 students, and they invite the application. Many applications comes, but I will tell you that how to prepare for that. And once you get the things that one, you will have the experience. How to ask for an internships? Either you can see that advertisement, or you can write your own letter to any of the institute where you want to do these internships. You can write briefly your your biodata, like maybe your name, your address, and what are the gradings that you got in the previous the classes. And also write a good cover letter expressing your interest to do that. What you have to write in cover letter is why you are interested in particular work, what you will do, how this is useful for this particular organization. And maybe the last you can maybe thank and then expect them to give the reply back. So do your research where you wish to do. It's not only one. There may be many places that one you have. What you do is you do research on internet. Find out that one where you have the opportunities to do this. And when you are writing your cover letter, or maybe sometimes we say the statement of purpose, a one-page note that one what you have, what you can do, what is the value you bring to the particular organization by giving the internship. Don't be afraid of to write or to follow. Once you send your CV and cover letter, if they don't respond, you can make a follow-up letter. There is no wrong on it. So everybody should respond back. But unfortunately in India, many places when you apply, they don't respond back. That's very bad. As a good human resource person, if somebody young and energetic and maybe the students when they apply, you can explain if they don't have. If you have that one, you tell that one what you have. Suppose if you are rejecting the things, you can clearly write that one, what are the other things that they have to do it. See, online competitions, it's not only online, you have offline competitions also. Every year, the Google conducts the Google Fair, Intel conducts the Science Fair, the GE conducts the Edition Fair, the ISRO conducts the Space Fair. Like that, you have the many competitions are coming every year. What you can do is, you can prepare yourself and apply for that. And then start preparing. For that, you have to prepare well in advance. So there are many competitions. Maybe some of the faculty, the teachers can take the lead to guide them and then see that they can get that. What you have to do is do your project, keep it the results ready, and write maybe a report. So that's called the project report, and then submit to the competitions. So there are essay competitions also. You can write maybe on environment, you can write on science and technology, you can write on education system, you can write on history, you can write anything. Whatever the competition comes, that one, taking the theme and you can participate. So there are quiz programs also. The many students are really intelligent. They have a lot of information. They know what to do, how to do it. You can participate in quiz programs also. So all these things, not only it challenges yourself, where you can test your capability. You can get the help to realize your dream. If you want something, suppose somebody is having an appetite and they search for the food where it is. Similar way, if you have a real interest, you search that one. And you can also ask somebody that one, I'm interested to participate, whether you can guide me, you can mentor me, you can advise me, no problem. Many people, I used to do for many students. I also did for my kids also. My son participated in Intel Science Fair and he has gone to maybe up to 3rd level. The 4th level has been screened out. So that is the national level. Okay, that's the one part. Maybe we have to come back and see that when he did a nano computing and he tried to explain the things, some of the things that one, he didn't have the full information. Then he came back, he said, okay, I want to do it. He did it, but he is in different area now. Test your ideas. Whatever you are doing, the things that one, you can maybe test the ideas, whether your ideas will work or not. Many people actually, they do many things. In rural area, when they are doing the things, so sometimes when they go to the field, small tools, you can invent small tools. And see that one, it makes the farmer the easy way to apply. and maybe the best way to do the things. Substantial experience you will gain. Brighten up your resume. So when you write your resume means your biodata, you can pack all these things inside it. So this makes you edge comparatively others. You can make new friends. So in the process, that one, you can have a team, that one where you are discussing. Need not be that your classmates, maybe other class, lower class or upper class, maybe your friends. Showcase your skills. So this is called out-of-box thinking, or you have maybe some of the extra skill sets. You can also get financial benefits. All these programs, quiz, essay competitions, the science fairs, always once you get into the things, you will get maybe your prize money also, the big prize money. Big prize money, a good certificate, maybe sometimes that one, if you are interested, you can still work with the particular company. They will offer that one for long run, 5 years, every year that one, 2 months, 3 months, you can go and work with the mentor, with the organization, and continue to do the same thing. So that helps you that one to have a good network, good friends in the different companies, and also you improve your CV better way. So how to compete in this process? I thought that I can share that my experience. What we do is first to select a contest, which contest that you want to do that. Take inventory of knowledge and skills. So what you do is you start maybe doing a little early all the activities and keep everything. That's the knowledge base available with you and the skill set whatever you have. Plan and prepare a timeline. So there will be a deadline available for that. And what you have to do is you have to write your proposal and you have to submit the proposal. And once they do the things, so writing proposal generally takes time because this is the new area where you require some assistant or maybe some guidance from somebody, senior fellow who can do that. The practice. So once your proposal got screened in, what you have to do is you have to give a presentation. You have to practice. You may be having a limited time, so like 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So within 5-10 minutes, that one you have to do all the things. So you have to practice many times. Rehearsing will give you more confidence and more easy to do that. Evaluate yourself. You can evaluate. The teacher can evaluate. Your peers can evaluate, maybe somebody, a mentor outside also can evaluate and see it. And you try to stand the best. So there are a variety of volunteering opportunities for the students. So by volunteering, what you can do is an opportunity to get involved in the new things, to meet new people, help to make a difference, to increase your skills and improve employability, to gain confidence and for personal development, to have fun. So the opportunities may be to contact isolated seniors. A lot of seniors that were the old people know their kids settled somewhere else, that they may be there. They may require sometimes help. So you see that what is the best way that you can support them. Socialize with the people walking by. So when you go for morning walk or evening walk, that one you can meet maybe different people, start talking to them, and see that you can do some friendship on that. Virtual tutoring. If you have the thing interest that one, you can do the virtual tutoring also to somebody. Social media advocacy, where you can maybe connect with the people. Sorry. So help local business reopen. If somebody is interested, one maybe you can see and help for that, what way that best you can do. And you can donate the food for the local people, those who needs. Organize and donate the house items. Suppose most of the people that they have the household items, maybe the old items, but still usable. They all give the donations and you can maybe distribute to the needy fellows. Foster shelter for animals. They make reusable masks in abundance. So now make in the house itself, you can sit and then make the mask and distribute the people. when you go for walk, that one you can see that those who are not having the mask, you can give that one. When you are coming to the school, that one you can observe both sides, that one, maybe the beggars, some of the street vendors, some of the workers that may not have the mask, give them. Organize a blood donation camps, give the blood for the social cause. Visit a virtual workshop. So not only this, there are many other things also you can do. You can volunteer. So what do, there are some of the NGO organizations, they organize the holidays, the voluntary camps. Be a member, participate actively, do the things. Something that when you learn, something you practice, something you understand. By doing the things, you can do much better. So there is a summer camps that generally the people will do. You can go for maybe swimming. You can go for any sports that whatever the sport you want, the badminton, that maybe the running race, or maybe whatever you want, that one you can practice. You can also maybe learn music and dancing also. You can go for camping with the teams at different places to explore the universe, how it is. You can also go for trekking. Actually, this tests that one your stamina. This is the teamwork that one where they can go. You can also go by cycling. Maybe the weekends you can take all the people cycles and then go for cycling. Cycling is a good exercise for you. And you can also maybe practice the dramas. Maybe the Mona action or maybe the dramas, Shakespeare dramas if you practice. You can improve your English vocabulary. You also get rid of these stage fears. The painting and arts also is one of the areas where you can. These are the few things that I have put, but there are many things. All the summer camps that the many people they organize the things and they can participate in this. The community service. So maybe what you can do is you can plant the plants in your school. And whatever the free space is available, all the things that can be maybe made greenery. You can collect the used household items, also clothes, and then distribute to the needy people. You can maybe many old age homes, the old people, they need to talk. They want to talk. So go there, talk to them, entertain them, make them laugh. That will be the best way that you can spend time. And some of the places that one where you can do like Swachh Bharat, your school campus should be the neat. Remove all the things, maybe volunteer, go there, pick up everything, put it there. If some of the things are required to dispose it. Maybe some places like a food serving or maybe the serving the other things will help you. Then if you have a time that one, maybe you can use to go that some of the nearest villages where you can teach the adults, especially the women empowerment. The girls can teach maybe many things like a sanitation and other things. The gents can teach the subject, maybe the mathematics and the basic things, how to read, how to write, how to do that. And if you have a time that one go and teach some of the maybe the slum areas where the kids, they don't have the access for these things, you can do. You can also maybe the volunteer for doing the campus, medical camps. So like maybe the polio drops or maybe now the corona vaccines, you can support. You can do some of these things. Your free time, your leisure time. So what we do is the curriculum needs to be included more of these things and also give the equal importance for these things. So it is supposed to be clearly defined what are the learning outcomes, and students should focus on learning skills. Extracurricular and co-curricular activities to improve your credibility, and you should have all these things in the school. It is supposed to be part of curricula. Focus on learning communication skills, maybe IT skills, analytical skills, life skills. Practice a habit of doing research at school level, maybe along with your teacher, that when you all can do the research work, publish the papers, get maybe some of the inventions or innovations. Network various peoples to get your improved skills and contacts. So what you have to do is always connect with the different people, get the things. So the law of success is arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So this is the great man, Swami Vivekananda said for all people. I also follow the things. Maybe with the small note that I take thank you for all the people. I'm sorry that I have taken few minutes extra. If there are any questions that one maybe I can answer.
It's so nice of you, sir. You have brought many things into the picture, like how the education in 60s and 50s, 60s and 70s and now, and you made the children realize how lucky they are, how fortunate they are to have lots of facilities and amenities to connect themselves to the whole world of learning. It's very nice, sir. And especially the last slides, how can they spend their time? Even they are busy in regular school studies, they can also spend time 1 hour a week or 2 hours a week. We used to have a student in the school. She used to go to a slum area and she used to teach them little of Telugu and little of English. Once in a week, like that. Even now students have a lot of free time if they put away their gadgets and TV and all, so then they can do something else. And you have given clear picture of what are the things they can do which they are interested in, even the exploring things like going for a trek or cycling themselves, and lots of things, many things you have brought into the picture. It's very nice, sir. Now it's over to children. Students, you have any questions? Sir has given you a lot of ideas how to spend your free time, how to keep yourself engaged well in the right way of doing things. You can Aravind, can you give the facility to unmute themselves?
Yeah, anybody can ask questions if you have the things. If you have a doubt or hello.
Yes, children, you can unmute, I think.
You can unmute your mic and then start speaking, ma. Mic ni unmute chesesi మాట్లాడండి. చెప్పరా.
Yes, Chaitra, you can speak, Ra. You can unmute and speak, Chaitra.
No doubt, sir.
Okay.
Anything you want to say? How is the session? How did you feel listening to him?
పడింది కదమ్మా.
తెలుగులోనే చెప్పరా.
We feel so happy.
Okay, good. So can you take some time to do some good work? Okay.
We
Okay,
learn
Shan.
so
Yes, Chaitra.
we learn so much.
శాన్వి చెప్పమ్మా.
Yes, sir. Sir, do you know Dr. A.L. Murthy, retired director in Desktop?
లేదమ్మా. హలో.
ఎవరైతే ప్రశ్న అడగాలనుకున్నారో వాళ్ళే అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోవడం, మిగతా వాళ్ళు మ్యూట్ లో ఉండండి. డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తే అందరికి వినపడదు కదా, అర్థం కాదు.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself Dwarka Lakshmi. Nice to meet you, sir. Till now, I was a silent participant and happy to see the many changes which you have presented. And what is your advice to the present 21st century teacher, sir? Because she's like a bridge of the past to present. chalk and talk to system now.
Yes.
So what more should we do to do the best for the children, sir?
So what I'm seeing, suddenly this corona made all of you to work on the e-learning or maybe the online teaching. Many faculty members are really having a difficulty because they were tuned to teach only in the classroom. Now you have to prepare your presentation material and you have to use maybe the Blackboard to teach that one online. So this needs maybe the more training or maybe the more interest. You have to spend a lot of time that one collecting the information, making the things to be more visually appealing to the students and also the learning.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mate. Chaitra, you want to speak? I can see you.
Sir,
No. ఏ స్టాండర్డ్ చదువుతున్నావురా?
sixth standard, sir.
Okay. Any questions? Maybe the faculty, students, anybody can ask if you have questions.
We learn
Sir, my name is
that, sir.
చెప్పలే హర్షిత.
ఎస్ సార్.
చెప్పు.
మౌంటైనరింగ్, సైక్లింగ్, క్యాంపింగ్ ఇవన్నీ చూపించారు కదా,
అవును.
అవన్నీ 6th క్లాస్ వాళ్ళు కూడా చేయొచ్చా?
తర్వాత వద్దా? 6th క్లాస్ వాళ్ళు కూడా వెళ్ళొచ్చు, తప్పేముంది?
వెళ్ళొచ్చా? ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
6th class వాళ్ళు కూడా వెళ్ళొచ్చు, బట్ యూ రిక్వైర్ somebody to maybe take care of you. తప్పలేదు, వెళ్ళొచ్చు.
Shanvi, you have something to ask? Shanvi?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, madam. If they don't have any questions, so maybe we'll wrap up the session.
Yeah, we thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Being a good person, you have made a wonderful presentation. I think we have recorded it and it will be useful. And the students, you will be getting one Google form where you have to small test like thing based on talk just now what Raja Reddy sir talked to you, and please complete it and submit. Sir, మా పిల్లలు చాలా అదృష్టవంతులు. ఒక ఇస్రో సైంటిస్ట్ అట్లా
వాడొద్దండి మేడం.
యాక్చువల్ గా దూరంగా ఉన్న మనుషులు దగ్గర చేస్తా ఉంటారు విక్రమ్ గారు. అండ్ దట్టు ఈ టైంలో చాలా మందిని కలియడం జరిగింది హౌ టు సిరీస్ లో భాగంగా. సో మీరు చెప్పిన విషయాలు కూడా పిల్లలకి ఎక్కడో ఒక సీట్ పడుతుంది, ఎక్కడైనా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు 6th వాళ్ళు కూడా అటెండ్ అయ్యారు, కొంతమంది 10th వాళ్ళు అటెండ్ అయ్యారు. సో వాళ్ళకి జస్ట్
చెప్తుంటే బెటర్ గా ఉంటుంది మేడం.
సార్
రిపీటెడ్ గా పిల్లలకి చెప్తూ ఉంటే కనుక వాళ్ళు మోటివేట్ అవుతుంటారు.
అవును, మంచి విషయాలు కొంచెం లేట్ గా వెళ్తాయి, బట్ మనము దెర్ ఇస్ నో షార్ట్ కట్. సో వీ నీడ్ టు టాక్ టు దెమ్ పేషెంట్లీ.
చేయించాలి మేడం. నేను నెదర్లాండ్స్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఒక 3 months మా ఫ్యామిలీ వచ్చింది అక్కడ. ఇక్కడ చాక్లెట్ తినేస్తే ఇసిరి పారేస్తాం. అక్కడ మా పాప she was only 7 years old that time. చాక్లెట్ తింటే ట్రైన్ లో చాక్లెట్ తింటే అన్ని ప్యాకెట్లో పెట్టుకొని స్టేషన్ లో దిగిన తర్వాత డస్ట్బిన్ లో వేసింది. ఎందుకు అట్లా చేస్తున్నారు అట్లా అంటే, ఇక్కడ ఎవరు అలా వేరు, వీ హ్యావ్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్. అది ఇప్పుడు కూడా అవుతుంది అనమాట. మేము ఎప్పుడన్నా కార్లో వెళ్తుండే ఏదైనా తింటే ఒక కవర్ పెట్టుకొని అన్ని దాంట్లో వేసేసుకొని బ్యాగ్ తీసుకొచ్చేసేసి డస్ట్బిన్ వేస్తారు. అంటే పిల్లలకి చెప్పంగా అర్థమైపోతుంది. కొన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తుంటే కనుక ఆ తర్వాత ఆటోమేటిక్ గా వచ్చేస్తారు.
జీవితంలో భాగం కావాలి కదా, జీవనంలో భాగం అయితేనే అది వాళ్ళకి అలవాటు పడినట్టు.
ఇక్కడ చాలా గ్రూప్స్ అట్లా వర్క్ చేస్తారు. ఇక్కడ పార్క్ లో నడిచేటప్పుడు ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వేస్ట్ తీయడము పెట్టడం అన్ని కూడా చేస్తారు అనమాట. అంటే సీనియర్స్ జూనియర్స్ ఆల్ టుగెదర్ ది వర్క్.
సో పిల్లలకి అర్థమవుతుంది, అంటే మా బాధ్యత ఏంటి, మేము ఫ్రీ టైంలో ఏం చేయొచ్చు, మేము ఇతరులకు ఉపయోగపడడం, మనకు ఉపయోగపడడం. యాక్చువల్ గా ఆల్మోస్ట్ పిల్లలందరూ కూడా ఈ 4-5 ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్ కి అటెండ్ అవ్వడం తప్పించి వాళ్ళు సొంతగా నేర్చుకొని, సొంతగా ఒక పని చేసి ఇది చేసాము అని అనుకోవడానికి చాలా తక్కువ ఆపర్చునిటీస్. అంటే చెప్పేవాళ్ళు ఉండరు, వాళ్ళు చేసేవాళ్ళు ఉండరు. ఈవెన్ దో వి సెండ్ సమ్ టైమ్ కొన్ని వీడియోస్ పంపిస్తాం, ఇలా చేయొచ్చు, టెర్రస్ గార్డెనింగ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అంటే ఇంటి దగ్గరే ఉండి కొంతమందికి మెయిల్స్ రాయొచ్చు, మీరు రకరకాల వెబినార్స్ అటెండ్ అవ్వచ్చు, కొన్ని టెస్ట్లు ఆన్లైన్ టెస్ట్ అటెండ్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఇలా చెప్తూ ఉంటాము. బట్ ఎందుకనో ఒక పేరెంటల్ ఇది లేకపోవడం వల్ల, అంటే ఇంట్లో కల్చర్ కూడా మీరు అన్నారు కదా, ఇప్పుడు పాప అక్కడ ఎవరు పడేయటం లేదు కాబట్టి తను, అలానే ఇంట్లో కూడా పుస్తకం చదువుతున్న పేరెంట్స్ ఉంటే పిల్లలు కూడా పుస్తకాలు చదువుతారు. ఎప్పుడు టీవీ సీరియల్స్ చూసే పేరెంట్స్ ఉంటే వాళ్ళు టీవీ సీరియల్స్ కి అట్రాక్ట్ అవుతారు కదా. సో దట్ కల్చర్ ఐ థింక్ స్కూల్ అండ్ హోమ్ టుగెదర్ హ్యావ్ టు ట్రై టు బ్రింగ్ సార్. అవును సార్.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసులకి అందరికీ మొబైల్ ఉండాలి తప్పనిసరి. కాకపోయిందండి ఆ టైంలో వదిలేసేసి మిగతా టైంలో అంతా కూడా దే హ్యావ్ టు కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ నార్మల్ యాక్టివిటీస్. యూ కెన్ ప్లాన్ మేడం. అంటే మీ క్యాలెండర్లో, యాన్యువల్ క్యాలెండర్లో ఇప్పుడు ఏమేమి చేయాలని చెప్పి ప్లాన్ చేసేస్తే స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా కొంచెం యాక్టివ్గా ఉంటారు.
యూజువల్ ఇన్ పర్సన్ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు, స్కూల్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు త్రూ అవుట్ ద ఇయర్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఉంటాయి. ఎన్జీసీ అని ఒకటి ఉండింది మనకి, నేషనల్ గ్రీన్ కార్ప్ అని. దాంట్లో ఈ ప్లాంటేషన్ ఎవ్రీ ఈ రైనీ సీజన్ లో ఒక 4,000 to 5,000 మొక్కలు మనం డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసేవాళ్ళం ఇంటి దగ్గర, స్కూల్లోను, గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్లో, బయట రోడ్ సైడ్, మన స్కూల్లోను. ఒక పిల్లలు కూడా చిన్న ఫార్మ్ వర్క్ చేస్తారు. ఇలా చిన్న యాక్టివిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. బట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ రియల్లీ కల్చర్ కాలేదు ఇంకా. అంటే వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇంటి దగ్గర చేసుకోవచ్చు, ఇంకా స్ప్రెడ్ చేయొచ్చు, ఇంకా మిగతా వాళ్ళకి కూడా దీన్ని ప్రమోట్ చేయొచ్చు అనేది ఇంకా టీచర్స్, పిల్లలు అది గాఢంగా
ఓనర్షిప్. ఎవరైనా ప్లాంట్ నడితే వాళ్ళదే రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ. రోజు వాళ్ళు నీళ్లు వేయడము, దానికి ఎరువు వేయడము, దానికి అంటే ఇప్పుడు 5వ తరగతి నుంచి 10వ తరగతి అంటే 5 సంవత్సరాల పాటు వాళ్ళు పెంచి వేసేసి వేయాలన్నమాట. రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ.
ఈవెన్ హిడెన్ కరికులం సార్, అది మనకి డైరెక్ట్ గా కరికులం లో కనిపించవు.
కరికులం ఉండదు మేడం, అవన్నీ కూడా ఎక్స్ట్రా కరికులర్ యాక్టివిటీస్ కింద వదిలేశారు. బట్ నౌ దే హావ్ టు మేక్ ఇట్ దట్ వన్ ఇస్ అ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది కరికులం. అప్పుడే పిల్లలకి అంటే ప్రతిదానికి కూడా ఒక క్రెడిట్ ఇస్తే బెటర్ గా ఉంటుంది. అంటే వాళ్ళ అసెస్మెంట్ లో దే షుడ్ బి క్రెడిట్ ఫర్ దీస్ థింగ్స్.
ఇప్పుడు NEP 2020 లో కూడా దీనికి బాగా ప్రామినెన్స్ ఇచ్చారు, వొకేషనల్ స్కిల్స్ కి. అట్లాగా ఏదేమైనా వాళ్ళ ఇంటి దగ్గర ఉండే వృత్తులు కానీ, చుట్టుపక్కల ఉండే పనులు కానీ, స్కూళ్ళల్లో కానీ చేయగలిగిన పనులు కానీ, పనులు చేయడంతో పిల్లలు గాంధీజీ అన్నట్టుగా హెడ్, హార్ట్, హ్యాండ్స్ ఈ 3 కోఆర్డినేట్ అయితే ఐ థింక్ హోలిస్టిక్ గా వాళ్ళ ఎదుగుదల ఉంటదేమో. చిన్న పని పెద్ద అనేది కూడా
ఎగ్జామ్ లో మార్క్స్ లాగా వాళ్ళకి వాటి క్రెడిట్స్ లేవు. అందువల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే కనుక వాళ్ళు జనరిక్ కొంతమంది ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండే వాళ్ళు చేస్తారు, లేని వాళ్ళు చేయరు. అలా కాకుండా దానికి కూడా కొంచెం క్రెడిట్స్ ఇస్తే బెటర్గా ఉంటుంది. సో సోషల్ వర్క్స్ ఇంత, స్పోర్ట్స్ కింద, ఎక్స్ట్రా కరికులర్ యాక్టివిటీస్ అంటే ఎందుకంటే కాంపిటీషన్స్, వాటిల్లో కాంపిటీషన్స్ బాగా ట్రైన్ చేయండి. పిల్లలకి బాగా యాక్టివ్గా వర్క్ చేస్తారు. మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ఒలింపియాడ్ లాగా ఈ కాంపిటీషన్స్ కూడా బాగుంటాయి. ఈ కాంపిటీషన్లు ఏంటంటే దే గివ్ ద బిగ్ ప్రైజ్ మనీ, దే ఎంకరేజ్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్. చాలా మందికి అంటే బిగ్ గ్యాదరింగ్ ముందు వచ్చేసేసి స్టేజ్ ఫియర్ లేకుండా మాట్లాడము, ఆన్సర్ చేయడము, అవన్నీ కూడా బెటర్ అన్నమాట. పిల్లలకి కొంచెం ఎక్స్పోజర్ వస్తుంది. చాలా మందికి తెలియదు. అంటే మేము పల్లెలకు వెళ్ళేసేసి ఇస్రో అంటే ఇది ఇలా ఉంటుందని చెప్పేస్తే చాలా మందికి తెలియదు. ఇస్రో అంటే ఏముంది, అక్కడ ఎవరో ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు ఫ్యాక్టరీలో పనిచేస్తారు, అట్లా రీసెర్చ్ అనేది ఏంటి అట్లా ఏమి అది తెలియదు అనమాట. వీ హ్యావ్ టు టెల్ దెమ్. అంటే నేను మా ఊరికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడల్లా నేను మా స్కూల్కి వెళ్ళేవాడిని, కొంతైనా సేవ్ చేసుకున్నాను. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే వెన్ యూ గో దే దట్ వన్ జనరల్లీ దే డోంట్ ప్రిఫర్ దట్. మనం వెళ్ళి అక్కడ మాట్లాడితే మనం ఏదో బెనిఫిట్ కోసం వచ్చినాము, ఏదో అవసరాల కోసం వచ్చినాము అనే ఫీలింగ్ ఉంటుంది. ఒకసారి నేను వెళ్తే మా హెడ్ మాస్టర్ హీ మేడ్ మీ టు సిట్ వెరీ క్లోజ్ టు 1.5 hours అవుట్ సైడ్ అనమాట. సరే మీకు ఇష్టం లేకపోతే వెళ్ళిపోతాను లేండి అని చెప్పి బయటకు వచ్చేసి నేను అంటే చేయాలని ఉంది మేడం. నేను మదనపల్లిలో ఐ యూస్ టు వర్క్ యాజ్ ఎ డీన్ అకాడమిక్స్ ఫర్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్. I used to go for the nearby schools కి వెళ్ళేవాళ్ళు అన్నమాట. శనివారం మాకు హాలిడే ఉండేది. I used to go there and teach the basic mathematics పిల్లలు. అంటే ఫండమెంటల్గా హౌ టు యూజ్ దిస్ 4 arithmetic operators and how they make the and manipulate the things. Thank you very much, madam, for giving the chance to speak.
సొసైటీలో ఉన్నవాళ్ళు ఇలాగా రిటైర్ అయిపోయాకైనా వర్క్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడైనా పిల్లలకి ముఖ్యంగా స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఎట్లా ఉపయోగపడతాం అనేది మీరు చాలా బాగా. బట్ సార్ మై రిక్వెస్ట్ ఇస్ ఇస్రో గురించి ఒకసారి సెషన్ తీసుకోవాలి మీరు.
తప్పనిసరిగా మేడం, తప్పనిసరిగా ఒకసారి పూర్తిగా వాట్ ఈస్ ఇస్రో, ఇస్రోలో ఏమేమి పార్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఏమేమి చేస్తారు, అక్కడ జాబ్ కు రావాలంటే వాళ్ళు ఏం చేయాలని కూడా we will discuss. We will plan that.
షూర్ సార్. ఈ ఒక 1 month అట్లాగా ఒకసారి మీకు ఎప్పుడు లీజర్ ఉంటే అప్పుడు ఇస్రో గురించి ఒకటి ప్రత్యేకంగా పిల్లలతో వాళ్ళు కొంచెం రీసెర్చ్ మోడ్ లో వెళ్ళాలనుకునే పిల్లలకి అదొక చిన్నప్పుడే అర్థం చేసుకోవడం అనేది మంచిగా ఉంటది కదా సార్.
ఇస్రోలో రీసెర్చ్ ఒకటే కాదు మేడం, ఇస్రోలో ఎక్కువగా డిజైన్, డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్లస్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్. అంటే రీసెర్చ్ ఎట్లా అంటే కనుక జనరల్ గా అన్ఎండింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ అన్నమాట. మాది అట్లా ఉండదు. While doing the project work, that one, if there are problems, that we do the research work. ISRO పేరు అంటే ఇండియన్ స్పేస్ రీసెర్చ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కానీ DRDO అన్నా కానీ వాటిల్లో ఓన్లీ రీసెర్చ్ కాదు, లాట్ ఆఫ్ యాక్చువల్లీ ప్రోడక్ట్ డెవలప్మెంట్. శాటిలైట్ లాంచ్ చేయడము, లాంచ్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఆపరేషన్ చేయడము, అది వెళ్ళిపోతే ఇంకో శాటిలైట్ మళ్ళీ చేస్తాం. అంటే వన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పుట్ ఇన్ ద ఆర్బిట్ and made everything is normal, then we hand over to the people that who can do that job. So the satellite lo fabrication ekku untundi, design ekku untundi, engineering part ekku untundi, the research part kante.
Sir Venkat Krishna sir, are you there? Hello Venkat Krishna garu.
Yes madam.
Okay. Yeah, please thank the vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. We wish to express our gratitude for sharing your experience, sir. Your presence and gentle words are a source of encouragement for all of us. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your guidance and experience. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vikram Bhaiya. Thank you.
నమస్తే అండి, ధన్యవాదాలండి.
Thanks, madam. Thanks అండి.
హలో సార్.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి విక్రమ్ గారు అంటున్నా.
నేను కనీసం ఆ మాత్రం చేయాలి, నేను బ్రిడ్జి లాగా. మంచిదండి, పెట్టేస్తాను.
అంటే మీ కనెక్షన్ తోటి మెనీ థింగ్స్ వి ఆర్ డూయింగ్ నౌ.
అవునండి, అది ఇంకా కొన్ని స్కూల్స్ అడుగుతున్నాయి, స్కూల్స్ కాలేజ్. మేబీ మిమ్మల్ని గుడివాడ నుంచి ఒకరు కాంటాక్ట్ చేస్తారు, గుడివాడ కాలేజ్.
ఓకే. అంటే మీరు ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్ ఎన్విఆర్ కాలేజ్ అంటారు.
వికేఆర్ కాలేజ్ అని గుడివాడ నుంచి.
రైస్ వాళ్ళు అడిగారు, వాళ్ళకి
రీసెంట్ గా అయిపోయింది. అవును.
ఆ తర్వాత నర్సరావుపేట వాళ్ళు కూడా వాళ్ళ కనెక్షన్ నుంచి అడిగారు అన్నమాట.
సరే సార్, అదే
నర్సరావుపేట ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ టెక్నాలజీ అని నర్సరావుపేట. గుడ్ సార్, యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ వెరీ గ్రేట్ సర్వీస్. లెట్ us share some of our experiences to the young people.
అదేనండి, అది దీని మీద క్వశ్చన్స్ తయారు చేశాను, వీళ్ళకి క్విజ్ లాగా పంపిస్తున్నా, మీరు ఇప్పటిదాకా చెప్పిన టాపిక్స్ మీద.
ఓకేనండి, ఓకే.
మంచిదండి, రైట్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.